The cave, they weren't magic, they didn't push out of nowhere. They are very old sandstones and they're everywhere in the Grand Canyon.
This is a sandstone, formed way over the size of my enormous forehead. 270 million years ago during the Paleozoic era. This time was when the region was a volcanic island and rocks deposited by ancient seas. The primary rocks in the Grand Canyon are sedimentary rocks. They are in the upper layers. There are metamorphic and igneous, which usually lie in the bottom layers. Here! Not there, I mean here! Let's start at the bottom older rocks, the igneous rocks. These rocks were formed from molten magma very deep below the Earth's surface. The first rock color is a light color. The magma cooling very slowly and was underground for 1.7 billion years ago. This rock is called the Zoroaster granite. Before changed by heat and pressure, some early volcanic rocks started as igneous. These ancient rocks sense the history of the Grand Canyon's inner layer. Let's start at the bottom of older rocks. Now we have reached the most well-known types of rock in the Grand Canyon, sedimentary rocks. These rocks are formed from mud, shell, and sand, as well as other sediment rocks that were under oceans, deserts, and rivers of hundreds and thousands of years. Coconico sandstones were formed over 260 million years ago, where there was a huge massive desert filled with many sand dunes. Kabib limestone, a little older than Coconico, like 270 million years ago. This was formed in a very shallow sea underwater. Last rock I'll talk to you about is the Reed Wall limestone. This is older than both combined. The 340 years ago. And I thought being 19 years old. This rock was made in a warm tropical sea area and later got stained red because of iron oxide minerals.
When we talk about the Grand Canyon, we mostly think about the geology. But before science, this was home to indigenous people. They cared about this land, which is deeply connected to the geology. Indigenous people see these cliffs and layers and they let this become their natural markers. This canyon was a marker for farming and it was a map for the people. Tribes like Havasupai and Hopi used the Grand Canyon like a natural resource. They used fertile river soil as to grow the crops. They collected stones from different layers used for painting. They used caves for shelter, alcoves for food storing. Indigenous knowledge was recognized way before textbooks and canyon formation. They understood the Colorado River shaped the pathway through time, which shaped the deeper connection to the Grand Canyon each generations. Very smart and intelligent, tracking the flow of water, changes in weather, as well as stability to travel. They proceeded safely to their destination. They looked at the stability of each rock. They identified each rock. Later when it reacted with water. Sandstone and limestone are the ones with holds water and shales are the ones that block. This knowledge taught them when it is safe to farm and when it is dangerous. Many tribes protected their sites. Their rock art recorded animals and climate changes over time. In today's time, two tribes live in the Grand Canyon, the Hubasapi and the Hulapi. The Hubasapi people live in the Supai village. They still continue to farm. They kept many untouched areas safe. The Hulapi people live in the southern rim, around 108 miles. For years and generations, they hunt, collected, kept their sites protected. and rock formations protected. Both tribes contributed to the Grand Canyon, maintained their language, traditions, and protected the land. To them, the Grand Canyon isn't just a geological site. For them, it's a living home and sacred to their identity.